What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another unboxing video for you guys on the Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball vs Omnibus Vegeta Great Ape or Vegeta Oozaru figure by Bandai. So yeah, let's just jump into it. It's gonna be a tricky one for me to do because this guy is literally too huge to fit in my normal setup. You guys better look at this tag. Right there it says it's last prize for the Ichiban Kuji set, which if you guys don't know, Ichiban Kuji is a Japanese lottery system for usually for like figures and stuff like that, where you pay money for tickets and you draw random prizes, and whichever prize your ticket says, that's the prize that you will get. And for the last prize, what you have to do to get it, it won't actually be in the actual box that you draw from. You will actually have to be the last person to finish drawing the ticket, so you have to get the last ticket. In other words, you probably have to buy out the whole set in order for you to get the last prize. So it's like one of each set, and it's usually the rarest thing that you can get there. So this thing costed me quite a bit of money, and I got it off eBay. Not sure if there will be an overseas edition, because the previous Great Ape with the Ichiban Kuji was like the gold one, the GT one, which I didn't get because he has his hands up and it makes him too, it's actually the same scale as this one, but because he has his hands up and it's like he's too tall to fit in my display case, and I didn't want to just have him sitting out collecting dust, so I didn't get that one. But if there were to be an overseas edition, it would definitely bring the price of this guy down, because I remember with the gold one, with the initial release in Japan, it was a last price too, so it was like super expensive. But as soon as they came out with the overseas edition, the price dropped super hard. Anyways, I rambled on for way too long. Let's get this guy open and we'll take a better look. How does this package work? I've never opened a figure in a bag. It's usually in a box. But that's how they usually do it with these Great Ape figures. The gold one originally in Japan came in a bag like this too. But the overseas edition one came in a box, so I don't know. Alright, so here's that. Wait a minute. The flash on my camera makes it super weird. Hold on, let me turn this off. Alright. Get that out of the way. And then we have a pack like this with his massive tail. Some sort of instruction thing that we probably won't need. And the figure itself is just sitting in this black base. Yeah, there he is. He's having trouble standing right now. Um, I'm assuming this tail will help him stand more. Here's the tail. And it comes with this little support stick, which I assume you just put under his butt or wherever. And the instructions here. I'm not gonna open this because I mean, how hard is this? Is there a certain way this goes? No, it just looks around. Oh wait, no, there's this little notch. Just push it in there, I assume. Alright, so I finally got the tail in. I don't know if it's like that on all the figures, but for mine it was definitely very, very tight. Which is a good thing because it just means that it's not going to fall off on you. And this little support stand there, I didn't even bother putting that. I think it just goes under here, but I don't think he needs it. He has the tail, which is if you're wondering, this figure itself is kind of like half hollow, I would like to say, but the tail, at least what it feels like to me, is sort of solid. So I think it can withstand most of the figure's weight. Like it won't wobble at all. So I don't think you really need this. I mean, if you're gonna put this on display and just never touch it again, I mean, you could put it under there, because might as well. But yeah, I think you can do just fine without it. But first impression of this guy, he looks absolutely amazing. This sculpt with the armor and everything is far more superior, at least in my opinion, than the last one with the golden oozaru. Granted, that one you can't really put it on the sculpt because it doesn't have an armor. It's not supposed to have one, so like there's only so many things you can do with the fur as far as detailing goes. But even like down to the shading and everything, I think this is much better than that one. I mean, I don't have that one, but I've seen it in person. Yeah, this thing looks really cool. Here, let me give you guys a closer look at this. So here you have a better look at the face sculpt, which is just loaded with detail. You see like the veins pop in there. Even down in like the mouth is done really well too. Like each individual teeth has really nice sculpt, really nice attention to detail there. And the tongue texture, even like, I'm gonna try to show you guys this. Even like the roof of his mouth has really nice detail in there. Like the back of his throat is actually sculpted. Really amazing work here. And the paint job is superb. I don't see any sort of leakage or like mispainted areas, at least on mine. See their nice red eyes. And there's a black border just a little bit around the red, which I think looks really cool, like the black accent. Like the fur itself has a really nice gradient through the shading. You can see that there, it's like a darker brown in the root, and it fades out into like a lighter brown near the top. I'm gonna turn flash on so you guys see it better. And like the armor itself is really nicely done too. You can see half of it is broken off, battle damaged. I think the shading could be a little bit better in this yellow part of his armor generally, because I'm the way that I see it right now, I think it's just one shade of yellow, but that's just minor nitpick. You can see that it's all scuffed up here. In case you guys are wondering too, like this thing is half hollow, but he's really heavy. Like I'd say this is at least 2.5 pounds, maybe a little bit over that. You can see like some of the uniform breaking through, and you can see like the fur inside it. It's like stuff like this is so easy to mispaint, but like here it's done really nicely. So you don't see any of the brown over the blue or vice versa. The gloves have this really worn out look. Turn it around to the back. Oh, there is some really apparent shading done in the yellow parts of the back though. Like if they did this sort of like dark yellow, grayish, sort of like dirt look, I guess, on here, I think it would have been on here. I think it looked really nice. And this side, same thing. Some really nice shading done in the pants here too. And the fur here. Got some nice light and dark browns. Same thing with the boots. Really worn out kind of look. It's like all ripped up. And for some reason the boot turns, but not the gloves. So you can kind of play with the positioning of how you want the foot to be standing. That's pretty cool. I guess it's not really like an articulation, it's just the way that the boot is attached. It gives it a bit of a swivel. It does go all the way around though, on both sides. Right there. Tail, really nice shading too. Some light and dark gradients. Yeah. Let me take a couple of my figures out to compare the size of this guy too. Alright, so here I have the Blood of Saiyan Special Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here, and the Grandista base form Goku out for comparison. And this guy looks like a dwarf next to him, but he's actually a pretty normal size for prize figures. And the Grandista Goku, if you own a Grandista figure, you'll know that it's a pretty decently sized figure. Oops, Vegeta just fell. But it's a pretty decently tall figure, and it's about the same size, I would say, as the Great Ape oozaru here. But this guy generally still looks much bigger because he's also wide, right? So if you take a look at it like this, side by side, yeah, he's still pretty big, and he's crouching too. But obviously this Goku here is way out of scale when standing next to the grade 8 figure here. And what I think will look better in display when you have figures displayed with this guy is actually these. I think they're called HG figures. They're from like these little capsules. But yeah, these guys I think will look great scale wise when you're trying to display, and like I think that's pretty good, right? Pretty interesting scaling here. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you like this figure, you can try your luck and look through eBay. The prices on there are pretty crazy right now, but if you're lucky and you run into like an auction or something, maybe you can snatch it for a decent price. But I think, yeah, eBay is the only way that I know to get this guy currently. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, peace out.